EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert gonna throw on this first play. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest.
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Jeremy Chin. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Run here from the former Chargers. 7 seasons he played for them. It's Austin Eckler. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. Now Daniels. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. Here's a run with their tight end. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Ben Sinnott. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Seibert now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. On the return is McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action. Now Herbert. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Shotgun now for Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
They do go for it. It's Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he will score. Matt McConkey. Touchdown Chargers.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
First and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here's a toss left side to Eckler. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. On 3rd down, here is Eckler. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We're back in Southern California in a moment. On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now it's Dobbins. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. Open man is the tight end, Disley. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. On the ground, here's Dobbins. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Herbert. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That is a big play for L.A. 31 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Herbert. That is caught by the tight end. Hayden Hurst. Touchdown, LA. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Daniels now on 1st down. That's complete. It's Jamison Crowder. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Daniels gonna throw again. That's gonna be intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Chargers build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Now pass deep for McLaurin. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Alohi Gilman. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we have a 10-point game here at halftime as we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Running right up the gut, it's Eckler. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and short, and it's Daniels. First round of the game for Brown. Good enough for a first down. Daniels now going to look to throw. To the outside, into the hands of McLaurin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. And in motion is Brown. They'll run. It's Eckler. And he'll get this up close to a first down as the tackle is made right at the midfield stripe. Look at this. They go with their tight end on 3rd down. Using that big frame to try to get the yard, but I don't think he got it. Held up in the line of scrimmage, just no gain. Now it's going to be 4th down. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. And it's going to be a Commander's first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down. They'll throw with Daniels. This one into the hands of Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. That's to the right side, and it's Siddick. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down, a pickup of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Eckler now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
You ain't doing nothing but helping me out.
Again, it's Eckler. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. On the give to Eckler. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down. To throw is Daniel. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Denzel Perry.
Might do your move on you.
So
Ain't
you
gonna lie
find
to you.
yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Here's Dobbins. He'll struggle to get positive yardage here, only up to about the 5. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now it's Herbert. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. A dive and a catch. Incredible. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
That ain't pretty, ain't it? No.
They'll give it to Dobbins.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. The Commanders will signal for the 1st of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. Here's a run. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. Now it's going to be 3rd down. On play action, Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll go. Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. No easy completions. And this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers.